Junpei Berry.
And Gyro Patchy!
Hello again, it's Junpei Berry here. I'm going to talk about a story that's been lingering in my head for a long time. And this one is about a toxic friend that I had. I met them in high school. I'm going to try not to disclose information about them because I don't like it when people try to look for other people. I mean, nobody's going to watch it anyway because I know how YouTube hates me. So let's call the person my toxic friend X. I'd say that I don't think I ever really noticed that my friend was toxic at first. So I'm gonna start off with a point where I noticed that they were like, it's not a reaction that I would expect a friend to have. Um, so I was doing a graduation party or something, or no, like my school was, and we went to an amusement park for the graduation party thing. So, me and my group of friends, we had to be in a small group because high schoolers going to a public place in a field trip. Um, and we all agreed what we would do and where we would go. And I hate roller coasters. I made it apparent that I hate them. So I was like, okay, I'll only agree to go on 3. That's my limit. That's where we stop. That's what I want. I list my expectations right then and there because I know myself, but apparently some people think they know me more than I know myself. I think we were having lots of fun. I don't like roller coasters. I can't. Some people are like, oh, but it's so fun to scream. I don't like the screaming. Okay, I don't like to make noise. I like to, when I'm on those rides, I just huddle. I'm quiet because no, it's not fun for me. I don't care. I don't like the way it makes my body feel, tossing it all around. I don't like it. No. If you have a problem against something that I just personally don't like because I'm sensitive to it, well, that's your problem. Okay? So, so we went on the 3 of them, and then we went on whatever other rides there were, and then they were like, let's go on one more roller coaster ride. And I was like, what? No. We are not doing that. I will not do that. And they just forced me along because my friends were 2 guys. Yeah, I was kind of physically forced. I was physically forced, okay? So, I go there, and what do I want to say? And I'm doing what I usually do. And my friend gets the great idea of facing my fears by pulling my head out of the seat. And I have an overactive imagination. So the first thing that happens to me is I just imagine something really bad happens to me and I die or something. So I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. I hate it. I think I had a fight or flight response after that was over. I was just trying to run away and get away as fast as I could. Okay? They were trying to stop me from running away because I was so frightened. Okay? I didn't want to be near them. I really did not. And this lady with the baby noticed that I was afraid. My friends just think, oh, she's just overreacting, but she was actually concerned. So they think that she's just reacting to, oh, Junpei's just overreacting. It's not she might actually have a real phobia and not just being scared and oversensitive. Okay, all right. Anyway, she distracted them and I ran off. I don't know. I didn't want to be there. I just want to be by myself. Or I don't know. I don't know what I was doing. I I just wanted to run, and I started worrying about I didn't take my stuff. What if they're doing something to my stuff, and I'm worried. I'm I'm like, I don't know. What if they're mad because I ran away or something? I don't know. And later on, that lady actually saw me again, just like apparently a couple moments later, and she asked if I was okay. And I don't know. I don't really remember what I said because I don't know. I'm in that moment where I'm trying to get away. I'm trying to get away. I'm trying to get away. That's all my mind is focused on. It's all I am focused on. Okay, I don't know how to explain unless you've been really afraid that you would that something bad happened to you. I don't know. You know. Anyway, it starts becoming a thing where my school is like, oh, where's she? She's late. Junpei's late. That's me. Let's call me that. And like, my friends finally find me. I expect the other one to be so angry or something, but I think he was pretty remorseful for what he did. He was sorry, but S was like, oh my God, you caused me so much trouble. We had to like look for you and stuff. Oh, really? Oh, wow, I didn't know that. Like that lady, she interfered. Like, what was her problem? I don't know. Like, it's not like you literally started a fight or flight response from me, you know? If you're not really sensitive to people with their mental health, get out of this video, by the way. If that's the case, I don't need to hear you be like, ew, but shut up. Shut the hell up. I know we're like a couple of minutes into this video already, but I'm just gonna warn you that a lot of these instances are probably not going to be very chronological because I'm not good at remembering the order of events, but I'm very good at remembering just bad things that happen. So here's another moment I realized I'm just not. It's more like pointing out red flags, if anything. So another sign is like, they basically nickel and dimed people for every single thing if he helped them with a financial favor or whatever. Like you could like I it wasn't just me. I always seen it with every single friend. Like they asked for like, oh, can I have a bag of chips or something, and S is like, yeah, pay me back. You know you remember you still owe me money, right? You still remember that, right? You owe me money. Okay. And sometimes that greed went too far, you know? Like, their expectations were too high for me. So, there's this moment where, like, after I graduated high school, I would often help my family at the donut shop or something. And my friends decided to help. Like, I asked them and they agreed and stuff. And yeah, there'd be payment under the table and all that stuff. Like, my family was on vacation, so it was just me and like somebody else, and like we were given last minute lessons on how to make donuts, and it's just like, so do you think I know how to run a business from that? So and do you think I would know what an ethical standard was? No. Okay, like does it even seem like I want to do it? No. I was going to school and stuff, and I was like on my winter break. But yeah, like all I really know is that the business that we were doing, it was really slow. Like what where we worked at, and I don't know. For me, when somebody hands me a huge responsibility that I don't want to take because I know I'm not worthy of responsibility because I can barely take care of myself, I'm just like, oh my God, I have to do the best I can. I'm gonna ruin everything if I don't do the best I can. So I'm under all this stress and pressure, and I've already been put under a lot of stress and pressure by other factors in my life that we won't talk about here. I know it seems like I share a lot, but there's things I can't always share on here. But my friend like took advantage of that. Okay, like it couldn't be any less understanding. Like there were times I don't know, like the business is slow. I don't know how to like do anything. So I remember there was this one moment where I was like, "Hey, you can work. Hey, you can go on break or something," because it's just like I don't know. I know the business isn't doing well. Like I can't do anything about it. I don't know what to do about it. I just tell my friend to go on break and then go back to work multiple times in one session because like I don't know. I don't freaking know. And it's like, would you pay him for the hour or what? And it's just like look, I just don't know, okay? And he's like, "Oh, that's not very professional. I'm not a professional. I'm not a business owner. Okay? I was not trained in the profession. I don't know what you would expect of me." My other friend just like, "Just pay me a flat rate, you know? I don't really care." And it's just like, because it's just helping, you know? It's like, I mean, I don't know. Isn't that what a friend should do? Not like expect so much. I don't know. Like, like, like they gotta play video games whenever they wanted and stuff. It was mostly like cashier stuff. They could sit and not everything, and they could play games right in the front of the store. So I don't know. But I would be like, "Oh, you can't do that," because I wasn't allowed to do that stuff at when I helped my parents or whatever. Like, I don't want to say. And anyway, like, I don't know. They agree to help, and it's not like I know how to pay people or whatever. I don't even remember how much I was paying them. Was it 10 or 15? I don't remember. Like, and it was really, it's just a temporary thing, and I don't know. I was handed this responsibility. Okay, I didn't want it. I don't know how to do things. It's like, what do you expect me to do? Like, you expect me to be an expert? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. I mean, I feel bad because it's just like, okay, I don't want to ask my friend to go back to work and then go back to take a break because it's like, oh my god, what if I'm being a horrible friend? And I'm just like, I don't know, it gets my mind under pressure. So now I have to deal with the responsibility of some big, this slowing down, dying business, and then the responsibility of being an awful friend of my friend. So I'm just, I just feel just plain awful. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I really don't know. I really do not know. That's how I felt. Like I was overwhelmed to the point where it was just no. There's too much pressure. There's too much responsibility. Like I don't know. I guess I could point out other red flags now. Another is just like I don't know. I don't really remember always and hanging out with them outside of school or like an opportunity to make money or something. You know. Like sometimes we would make some special meetings, like, "Oh, we can hang out on Halloween or something," and they'd always pass on that. Like, I remember we'd set up meetings for Halloween, and S was always just like, you know, let's just I just want to go to a party and like get drunk underage. I was like, okay. I mean, one time for Halloween, I guess we visited his home once, but it had to be cut short. Oh, and another thing, just watch what they say in general. Sometimes some people will just out themselves just like that. Okay, so the other thing that my friend had told me, I'm sorry, somebody keeps interrupting me. Okay, it's like, "Oh, I literally just like being around you for free entertainment." Oh, great. It's nice to know that it's just like, oh, so I'm just performing for you, like your own personal entertainment? I don't think so. You want entertainment, maybe you should start paying me for that. So the other thing that he would always do is always introduce other people into a friend group and stuff. And it's just like, I'm gonna have to ask you if you ever hear background noises to ignore them. It's really annoying. I'm sorry that I have to interject this in the middle of the video. I don't know how to explain how he would introduce like certain friends. Like because I have to explain it carefully. I mean, one time I remember he introduced me to a friend, like, oh, I heard my friend, like, wants to talk to you or something. I heard that you, because you like anime or something. They like anime, or no, they don't like it. So they just want to straight up insult you or something. It's like, okay, why do I want to talk to them then? I don't know. It's like, why are you introducing me to this person? Then I don't want this person as a friend. This is this is garbage. I think I was even like they called me and stuff, and it was like, why? This is like a waste of my time. I don't know. Like he brought on this girl to just like, because apparently I had a hobby she didn't like, and that makes it literally makes no sense to me. Why the hell do you want to talk to me? I don't care if you don't like my hobby. If you don't like my hobby, I don't care about you either. Let's just mutually stay away from one another. My God, just let me enjoy my damn hobby in damn peace. How about that? Okay. So like, let me think. And then there was another incident where he brought in these two people. And this is back in the day My Little Pony was huge. And, okay, during this incident, my computer broke down. So I had no entertainment at home, so I was very, very bored. And I guess like my friends were into the My Little Pony fandom back then or something, and I had to like look at things through my dad's iPad. Like it's his. It's not mine. It's not like I can look at it whenever I want to or whatever. Like I had to do anything to give myself any sort of entertainment. And like so I just went really into the fandom simply because there was nothing else for me to do. I can't explain why. I just not this time. So here's the thing, like sometimes, okay, I like people and sometimes I like to share my ideas. Sometimes, yeah, I have some pretty dark ideas and stuff, and for me, I'm just like, oh, I just want to say like really, really dumb things, like the most cursed ideas possible. Why? Just for kicks, just for fun, literally. And like, I don't know. Like we would like we had these times where we would just like take scripts of the My Little Pony episodes and just what was it? Oh yeah, read them out dramatically and assign roles to each other and like sing it out or whatever. And then we stopped doing that for some reason. I don't know. I don't. But I mean, there was nothing else for me to do at that time, so it's just like, it's not like we recorded it or anything. It's just literally for fun, and like my, and I don't remember. I just started sharing ideas and stuff, and like they would just accept it at first or whatever, and like they were nice to me at first and said some really nice things to me. I guess like, oh, but you're so pretty and all that stuff, and it's like, I don't know. People aren't really nice to me often. So it's like, oh, they must really like me. We must really be good friends or something. Or whatever. But sometimes I would make a joke, like, I would act like, oh, wah, or something whiny for a joke. Not because I was actually whining. And I guess they didn't get my sense of humor. And they were like, my God, would you shut up? Stop whining. And it's like, it's a joke. I was just joking around. I don't mean it. It was just for fun. And like, I don't know, they were the girl I was talking to, she was all passive aggressive. And it's like, sometimes I do make people feel uncomfortable, but if I do, just freaking tell me. Like, you don't have to be acting all sassy and stuff. I really don't understand people like that. Like, I don't know, it's just like, just tell me nicely, you know? I mean, I remember there were moments in my life where I made a joke about my sister and her friend just kissing. I was 8 years old and she stopped talking to us. I think she was Catholic, and I don't know. Like, both girls kissing and that was a joke or something. I don't know. I was 8 years old. Okay, 8 year old people don't make good decisions. Like sometimes people will just cut me off or whatever, and it's like, okay, you know what? That's fine. I guess I don't know. I say fine, whatever. I say uncomfortable stuff. All right. Something that they would also say was like one day I was just showing my ideas, and they were just like, "No, we don't care about them anymore." And you know, your friend S, like, uh, he just pretends to care. You know, it just only slightly amuses him. Oh, okay, that's a great thing to know. It's not like I don't come from a place where I don't have extreme low self-esteem or anything, and you're just coming around and adding to that, to my trust issues with people, because you think you can trust them and then they 180 on you. Like, I can understand sometimes I say some creepy things, but you can just shut it down and just be like, hey, that creeps me out. Could you stop? You know? I mean, it's just like, or could you do me the real favor and just not hang out with me? I really don't want to spend time with you either. It's just like, oh, if you don't want to spend time with me, then fine. I mutually do not want to be around you either. It's very simple, okay? People think, like, oh, this person's annoying, so I'm gonna treat them like they are annoying or whatever. And it's just like, okay, I guess like some people they won't leave you alone. But if you told me to leave you alone and I didn't want to be around you, I will leave you alone because I don't want to deal with someone who looks down on me either. Okay? Like seriously? Really? You can literally just tell me. People always tell me I'm annoying all the time. Just like, I'll give you your space, you give me mine. It's not like I want to waste my time with someone who pretends they like me. Pisses me off. Like, I wouldn't want to spend time with someone I only pretend to like either. It's just like, come on. Seriously. And, like, okay. It started making me wonder how I keep ending up in situations where I'm with people who they're not really good friends for me. Maybe they're good friends to other people, just not for me. And I'm just thinking, who's doing that? How am I meeting these people? Oh yeah, it's through S. They introduce these people, and it's just like, why am I letting S determine who gets to be hanging around, you know? Though I do remember my other friend, you know, the one that pulled my head from the seat in the roller coaster, I told them, like, hey, can we leave this group? I really don't want to hang out with them. I can't tell them, oh, hey, can you stop hanging out with us? And stuff. And it's just like, no. It's like, are you serious? I really just want to be in a space that I feel free and safe. And you can't even do that simple little thing. Like, really? Seriously? And he was just like, it's just too much trouble to find a new space to hang out. And it's like, really? Really? Too much trouble? Too much freaking trouble? I don't know. I mean, they learned their lesson later on. Okay, so they're not as bad as S, so don't blame it on them. I mean, to be fair, we are high schoolers, but sometimes that other friend made me want to kick his ass. I mean, there are other instances where he would just introduce these other friends. Like, there's this time in college, like, I hung out with all the nerdy guys. Oh my god, be quiet. No, my fiance's with me today, okay? This time in college. Okay, a lot of them were fun. I liked them. But one of them was very grumpy. We will call him Salt.
Damn.
And like, I don't know why he just introduced this grumpy person, Salt. And like the first thing he said, like everything he says was like really negative. I mean, I think Salt is okay now, mostly because I don't have to spend time with them, and I only talk to them. I'm so sorry, Salt. You're just really mean and grumpy sometimes, but I mean, you're better now, I guess. And okay, I know that Salt was mean and grumpy, but Sometimes S and other friends would do some pranks to salt, 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 and sometimes they just went too far. So there was a point where I was hanging out with them with S and our friend group in community college. Sorry, I know when I said college, I actually meant community college. I'm sorry. So, we were just probably having fun and everything. And then there was that moment of betrayal. You remember the first incident I told you with the amusement park ride and everything? Well, he decided to bring it out. And it was like, really? Really? That moment where I was in a fight or flight moment? Literally something that I have a phobia of, something I'm absolutely afraid of. That's a really nice, good talking point and joke to put out, right? Wow. And his friends, I don't really want to call them my friends, even though I hung out with them, because they're like, oh wow, you're such a baby. Oh, you're so sensitive. And I just wanted to defend myself that I didn't want to do these things in the first place, and I was forced to do these things, and I had to tolerate going on 3 rides, and I didn't cry on those rides or anything. I went on the hardest ones first, the fast ones. The first 3 were fast ones. But because oh, it's a little ride now, it's more for children. I was at my limit, okay? It is when you pour water and there's the surface tension and it finally breaks through and it overfills. Excuse me for literally something like that. I don't know if you got my analogy. That's how I felt. But anyway, when I tried to defend myself, they're like, this isn't about you anymore. It's ew. Oh yeah, I always make it about me, right? Or whatever. Just because. Or something. I don't know. The other friend that hung out with them, let's just call them A, that friend would always call certain characters I made for myself ugly. And it was I don't know why I'm friends with you. I don't know why we're hanging out then. If you want to do these things, why are we friends? Why? Okay? If you're a stranger, okay, it's pretty expected. Yo, yeah, you're gonna be mean because we don't know each other. But if you're a friend, why? Get the hell out of my place. I don't know. But A was the one that was saying it isn't about you anymore. It's oh really? I don't get to defend myself, even though I don't get to say my side of the story. You guys literally talked about me, okay, in a mocking manner, and it's not about me anymore. Are you kidding me? No. Okay, that's not how it works. This isn't your kangaroo court. I should get something to say back. Are you kidding me? It's okay for people to talk shit about me, but not about you, right? I'm sure there were things that maybe you did something embarrassing because something bad really happened to you. Nothing like that ever happened to you, huh? Really? Wow. I cannot imagine. Your life must have been really easy. Wow. Okay. The fact that he decided to think that was a point where we can joke about. Okay, maybe we can joke about a part where I was seriously afraid, when we were old people. Oh man, we were old people. Let's just crack it up, old timer. Okay, not when we're in college. We're not past that point here. I don't care if it was 5 years, 3 years ago. I don't really remember when that time was. Okay, give me a lot of time. Okay, it was that much of a deal for me. Actually, there were plenty of moments where S would just treat everything I went through as if it were troublesome. Whenever I was very afraid, there's been moments where I have been afraid of other things and stuff. There are moments where it was where I was in minor moments of violence, and where other women would actually step up and try to defend me, like they try to distract or something, or they find issue with it, and he would be like, I don't know what their issue is. Really? Oh, really? You don't see the problem. I'm really starting to think that we're not actually friends. I mean, I know he literally just said. I said earlier that he's like, "Oh, you guys are you're so entertaining." It's like, I'm not just like a toy, right? I have feelings. I'm a human being. I mean, great to know that you don't really have empathy for others, and that it's great to know that you just think of people as toys. I mean, it's true. It's been there all along. Never trust people who say, "Oh, they're like a sibling to me. They're like a best friend to me." That's one of the things that they said in the beginning. Because I grew up with a lot of people always saying, "Oh, you're like my best friend," and it's like, oh, really? And like this is one of the times where I just kind of ignored it. I was just like, okay, I don't really feel that way. We could be friends. And it's just like, I wish I took that as, other than like a whatever, as a sign that I really shouldn't be around them. So yeah, it's stuff about that point where I really seriously started thinking about maybe I should stop being their friend. But it took me 3 years or something to seriously consider it. Like, yeah, I took a really long time because I don't really have many friends. I had to seriously consider it. Because it's just like, I don't know. What am I going to do after that? I mean, I try to weigh, like, pros and cons of what I think about them as a person. Like, I thought they were fun or sometimes, like, funny, or I could just bounce ideas off of them. I could say whatever, and it would be okay. They wouldn't immediately jump on me as somebody who was awful or something just because I said something, just because or something, just for fun. So I would take that as not being judgmental. And like I could open up to them about maybe like problems or something. But I mean, it's not like they ever gave advice or whatever. So just because it seems like someone's listening or whatever. I don't know, man. And I don't know. I just deal with like intrusive thoughts in general, like thoughts that just they don't stop. They just and I don't know. So I get a whole bunch of cursed ideas or whatever, and it's just like, And then I really thought about it. They really don't do anything for me. They bring toxic friends. They're greedy. They always want something. It is about them. They don't value me as a person. They see me more like a toy. So it's just like uh it's like and I just feel like it's always made me a worse person hanging out with them because they would encourage me to like sometimes pick fights with random people. Not like physically fight them, but just like, oh, you should say something mean or something. Like something that would aggravate me. And it was like, I don't want to do that. I mean, granted, there was this one moment, this one lady was just staring at us for no reason. I have no idea. I guess we were just loud in the morning, and it's just like, well, we're young, okay? And I really wanted to share with him a video game I played, and I wanted him to play it because it was like, oh, there's like all these great things about this game, and like you could have fun and stuff. Like I don't know, I thought you would enjoy it. I don't know, like I just wanted to like share something with a friend. So I was all excited and passionate about it because like I like having fun. I like it when other people have fun. That's just simply all there is to it. And this lady, I guess, was like staring or annoyed or something. And like S felt the need to point it out, and I was just like, well, whatever. They're just a grumpy old hag who does. It's just like because it's just like I'm sorry if you don't know how to appreciate people just sharing things with their friends because they want them to have fun. But I don't know. And like I guess he deliberately just like did that just so that I would make some rude remark And like, to be honest, I probably would have left her alone. I probably wouldn't have if it hadn't been pointed out to me. So it's like, really? I know it was rude to me to call someone a mean old hag. Like, I said it in a really mean, rude way. Like, I'm sorry, I just wanted to share something with a friend. That was like why I was being loud noise in the morning. And it's not like I had much sleep either. I think I had only 1 or 2 hours of sleep that day too. But I just really wanted to share it, my experience with the game with a friend. Okay? I wasn't even a morning person. Okay? I had only 1 or 2 hours of sleep. It's not like I want to even sleep anyway and it's not like I want time to pass because I had my own things in my life going on that weren't, like, I wasn't always happy because, like, there were things going on. I can't indulge in those details. I really, really cannot. Maybe someday, but I really can't. But I will say that not being friends with him ultimately did me better. I really can't. Honestly, a lot of my problems are clear. Oh, I remember this one. Anytime me and my other friend would argue, he would always treat us like children. Like, he would always interfere, and it was just like, shut up. This is between us. Do not get between us arguing. Okay? I know you think that you're so mature because you don't feel things for people, and you're just like, oh, I don't care about anyone. I don't really get mad. It's just like, okay, that's great. I just want to communicate how I feel to my friend and then hear out what they're saying. And then we can get on a mutual understanding without you trying to pretend to mediate. We all know, we both knew that you like to see people in chaos. That's why you did that. Okay? That's why you did that. I mean, I know I say these things like directly as in like I'm talking to them, but I actually don't really want to know them or whatever. I don't want to. I really don't. I really don't. Okay? Like, that's why I'm not even talking about their names or anything or trying to give like certain hints or whatever, because it's just like, no, I don't want you them. I don't want you to know their identity or whatever. This is really just me pouring out what I think, what I feel. Because, I mean, no one's going to watch this video anyway. But I remember one day. Because my other friend, okay, like, I know sometimes I've made him sound like a jerk, but he was going through his own moments in life too, where it was really hard for him, and he had a family that was mean to him and stuff, And, like, and it just seemed like that friend. They kind of tried, but they always seemed like they kind of wanted to give up or something. Like, they're in that moment where, like, I think the reason why they did some of those things, they kind of have a messed up mentality because, well, they have their own life issues and stuff. Like, I'm not defending those actions. Like, don't get me wrong. It made me mad at that time, but whatever, You make a mistake, don't do it again. Don't do it again. And, like, at least, like, when I had that problem, if I was mad at them, I tell them, hey, you pissed me off. I don't like that. Like, I there's not many moments where I get to tell people I don't like that. That makes me angry. That hurts me. And stuff. Like, I don't get to share that much because not many people are like, oh, so what? I don't care. Okay? Well, they're fine. Whatever. You're not my friend anymore. Fine. But yeah. So, and I knew that my other friend, they had this, they felt like they almost wanted to give up. And, like, I was telling S about it, and he was like, okay, whatever. And it's just this moment where I just kind of had it, and I was like, and I just tell him, bye, Felicia! And then I block him. After that, it was just like, my life did get better. it was lonelier because I literally only talked to two people. Because I was the second person. Like after when we got rid of him, me and my other friend, we're closer. Like our relationship improved. Oh, and I didn't just like block him. I blocked out all the people that I felt were too toxic to exist in my life. Like with A and S. Because it's just like, I don't need that. I don't need that energy in my life. I don't need those kind of friends. Like, I remember seeing A maybe a year ago with like a couple of friends, but like, I didn't. Here's the thing with other friends, I didn't need to feel to tell them, like, oh my god, don't be friends with them. They're so blah, 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 blah. You know what? If they're good to them, that's fine. That's their experiences. But my experience wasn't that great. You know what? Yeah. So it's like I don't really mind. It just means we shouldn't talk to each other because we don't get along. And it's fine by me, you know? Maybe they're good for others, just not for me. I don't need that. I mean, and Salt was, he's fine. He's okay. Just you want to get past the grumpiness and stuff, he's okay. I don't mind, like, not, I don't mind, like, being, I can just get over that and just see them as, like, okay, there's this person, they have dreams, and all that stuff. I mean, but afterward, there's, like, moments in my life where I would have dreams about them or something, and it's just, like, where they come back in my life, and it's, like, or I kind of miss them, and it's, like, I don't think so. I mean, sometimes I do still have dreams where they come back in my life. Some of them are weird, some of them are nightmarish. And like, okay, so how I made new friends from that point. I mean, sometimes I started playing this MMO for fun, and I met people who really liked me as a friend. Oh my god, please ignore the music. My family just really likes to play loud music, and you're just gonna have to deal with it because we're noisy people. Deal with it. It was also great because when I cut them off, I also finally got into a university, so I wouldn't ever see them again either. So yeah, I basically ended up making friends online, and like me and my online friends helped me motivate me to draw more. After that, I moved out of my house during the pandemic. Great, so I was stuck with a bunch of jerks. And I think I might have saw S, and I was just like, avoid like the plague. And now I'm back home, and I started making a TikTok, and you can find me there having a lot more fun on here rather than on YouTube. Because, I mean, I acknowledge that my videos on YouTube are probably boring because I can't really keep up the same energy I can on here. Like a TikTok, it forces me to be like uppity, have something to say really quick in 1 minute. And I wish I could do that here, but like, come on, it's exhausting. I don't have that energy for that. Find somebody else who can. Unless, I mean, you appreciate my energy here, that's fine, whatever. But like, I made some pretty good friends, I think, on TikTok that like, I like. I've done a couple of nice things for them, and they do a couple of nice things for me, you know? But yeah, I have to say, at least at that point, I've made better friends. Oh, right, and I forgot to say that I did make a pretty close friends in real life, too. Because my other friend, he has a nice friend group. Like, one of them's nice. One of my friends from high school, like, we're closer now. And stuff. So, yeah. I have to say, at least with the people I know in my life, that are like from the outside world for me, not in my home, I have to say that it's improved in that regard. Alright, thanks for listening. If you don't want to hear me ramble or something, I mean, I am remaking my own anime or something, my manga. You can check that out. Or you can check me out on TikTok where I have like a lot of fun and people actually have fun because I'm not being boring and rambling on here. Or like, I don't know, my other social media stuff. If you want, I don't know. Alright, thanks for listening.